Hey, yo.
We're cracking a cold one with the boys today, guys.
It's 2022, baby. We're back. Episode motherfucking 10. Episode X.
This is
We're
10?
here. This is officially 10. 2022. We got to start moving forward with our lives, bro. We can't live on 9.9944 forever.
Nah, I like that gag. We just keep going
Yeah, fuck it.
exponentially.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see,
9.75. Welcome, guys.
We will know when episode 10 comes. You know why? We'll have a feeling. This is the one. This is episode 10.
Pigs will fly on episode 10, cunt. That's how we'll know.
Welcome back, bro. We've been on a bit of a Christmas break hiatus, if you will. I know most people, most essential services have to keep on going through, but Subculture Kings, we take a holiday. We stop making content altogether on all of our own personal ventures and joint ventures.
Quick holiday off, mate.
So, what did you do?
What did I do on my holiday, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely fuck all, bro. I just read a bunch of comedy books.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Try
to find out how to be a comedian.
Try to reinvent the wheel. 2022, we're reinventing the wheel, guys.
I reckon I left the house maybe 5 times throughout my holiday period, and in one of those 5 times, I caught the Rona. And so I came down with a very mild case of Omicron. Still got a little bit of a cough, but other than that, we're back to work, baby. The wheels don't stop turning on the Harlem Show. What the fuck was that?
I'm not accustomed to the new space yet, mate. It's a bit cramped in here.
But yeah, other than that, I was sitting at work today and I was thinking, what the fuck are we going to talk about? We haven't done a podcast in a month and we've still got nothing to fucking talk about.
Bro, I've been thinking about this and I'm not a very naturally talkative person. I spend hours and hours thinking of funny shit to write down. And then when it comes to expressing it, I got nothing, mate. I have to just I have to write it all in notebooks and then bring it up again.
Bro, you should hear the podcasts I do in my head, bro. They're fucking crazy. I run probably one of the greatest podcasts in the world, but only in my head.
It's 0 guests allowed, one listener yourself.
And it's just, a whole lot of different voices and different opinions of people living rent-free inside my head.
I send you a few voice messages every now and again. I'll send it. That's why we think that we'd do a good podcast, is because we send each other all these voice messages back and forth of just funny shit, and then we're like, oh fuck, that'd be so good on a podcast. You get on the podcast, you can't say half this shit. It's such inside meta on top of each other. What's the cat's name again?
Can you see him?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, how do you see that? Whoa.
Oh shit.
There's Brisket. What's going on?
I want its original name.
I think its original name was Cheddar.
There was something cracked out, bro.
No, the Joker.
The Joker cat. There we go.
No,
all right, we need a structure for this podcast, bro.
Whoa, we just jump back again. It's just the same structure every time. Me going, look, the intro is pretty strong in my opinion.
It's back and forth.
And then we go, if this is longer than 10 minutes, then I'll be fucked off, and then it'll be an hour. And yeah.
Happens every time, cut.
Am I like low frame rate?
You are. Mega.
What the fuck going on there? Hold up. I got an idea. Stop the recording. So I'm sitting at the hot pot place, eating, you know what a hot pot is, bro?
It's like Korean.
Yeah, or like Chinese. Like you go,
Chinese
kind of like
food.
Subway almost. You go and you fill your fucking thing up with different vegetables and meats, etc. And then fucking they cook it for you basically. I'm sitting outside the hot pot spot with my girl, and this bloke walks up to me and he screams. He goes, "Can I have $10?" And I was like, $10, bro. That's a bit that's a
For what, bro?
yeah,
But
that's
can
what I
we
said. I was like, $10 is pretty big amount to just ask for straight off the bat. Like, let's barter with me, go a bit of porn stars on me.
haggle with me here,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, and then he looks at me, bro, and he goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And I was like, "What?" And then he just looks at my bottle of Coke and he goes, "Can I have your Coke?" And I was just like, "Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker! What do you think? What do you think he's doing, bro?" And he starts yelling at me, and I got a little bit probably angrier than I should have. But you know, that was probably the greatest thing that happened to me in the last 30 days. So
You got like schizo posted in real life.
actually, you know what? As per usual, I attract it.
Yeah,
The
you do.
I
I don't
not
know why you moved. You attracted it in the small country towns you lived in a small New Zealand, and you just came to a giant metropolis. Did you think anything was going to change?
It's actually nuts how many there are here. That's why the transition was so smooth for me. I was like, oh, there's not too much homesickness here. Fucking, it's just
Still heaps of crackheads
well,
going around.
say it's more heroin junkies, and I never seen that before. So like that's a bit of a crazy one. Like to go from just seeing like cracked out productive motherfuckers. I don't know if you say productive, but active. Um, to just people passed out dead everywhere. Um,
Oh shit!
but like literally my first job, like I'm moving state housing for the government, and I walk downstairs and there's just literally people in the park in front of me with two needles in their neck, like mainlining into one another. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm here. All right. Better take a Snapchat to show my family.
The
Like,
move's going well, by the way, guys. All
how
sweet here.
cool is the culture in Melbourne, guys? They just do fucking drugs in the street. Um, but yeah, no, I had a Slipknot t-shirt on. Again, that's the kind of issues that I bring upon myself, bro. You would know. You've got dreads tattooed on you. I wear a
Oh
Slipknot or
god.
a Pantera
So I only wear
t-shirt.
long sleeves. You got to hide it, bro. Otherwise, they sniff you out.
Yeah, so this cracked out woman comes up to me, and she goes, "Oh, fucking Slipknot, fuck yeah, fucking good band." And I was like, "Yes, very good band, very popular band." And then she starts going, "Did you know you can text them?"
Do you know Joey Johnson will text back, bro?
And they text you back and they say like, "Thanks heaps." And I was like, "Oh, it's crazy." I didn't want to like shatter her dreams, so I'm like, "Man, how cool is that they'll just text you and it's totally not some guy fucking in a text call center on the other side of the world answering questions for
Rajesh
you."
in New Delhi's is texting
and,
you back, bro. It's not Corey Taylor's not texting you back, my bro.
and she's like, "Yep, they'll text you back, they'll talk to you. It's amazing." And I was like, "Man, that's cool, all right." And then she just literally goes, "You like Pantera?"
The natural progression of that conversation.
I'm like, "Yes, I love Pantera." And she goes, "Yeah, pretty sad about what happened. Yeah, so I've been off heroin for 7
Of
months."
course, bro.
And she brings it up out of nowhere, which makes me know that she probably not off it. Because that's a telltale sign. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, bro. The first thing your crackhead mate does when he walks in the room is go, "Hey, bro, how you going?" "Yeah, no, I'm off the shit, eh?" Like, no one will ask. You'll be there for
Unprovoked.
5 seconds. "Nah, yeah, nah, fuck, I ain't smoking that shit anymore, bro." And it's like, okay, the bro's clearly high as fuck right now. He thinks we're onto him, which we now are. He's like done a preemptive strike against himself.
He showed his whole hand for no reason. Bro, I feel that with the Slipknot and the Pantera fan base, bro.
The Pantera is actually objectively worse, in my opinion.
The fan base.
Yeah, like
The
and
fan
the
base are more drug
harassment.
users, but Slipknot fans are way more autistic.
Yeah, Slipknot fans are more like fucked in the head, and the like Pantera ones are like more like guys who just beat you up. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I wore a Slipknot shirt out one day of the festival I went to, and then I wore a Pantera shirt the next day, just to see if the different
The
gauge the
differences.
reactions.
Control experiment.
Yeah, yeah, essentially, um, starting a YouTube channel around it maybe. But
That's a good video idea, eh?
I had the best response, like just good to go for the Pantera one, and I'd say a quick fire, like someone would like grab the shit or whatever and be like, "Yo," like, and as soon as they said, I'd be like, "I'm not racist, honest, I'm not racist," and they'll be like, "Huh?" And I was like, no, just separate the fucking art from the artist, bro. And they're like, I didn't say anything about it. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, preemptive strike.
You preemptive strike yourself.
But yeah, no, well, I was actually like, it's almost like being an edge lord wearing a Pantera shirt now. I feel. Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's one of the only like mega popular metal bands from back there that Kmart hasn't bought the rights to put on
Mm,
shirts.
mm. See, like, I think a clear edge lord right now would probably be a Marilyn Manson shirt, but that's like distasteful edge lord. Whereas
That's yeah.
as a Pantera one is a walking a fine line. Um, I mean, like, not in reality, but in the fucking eyes of every cunt who wants to complain about shit.
Yeah, that's a step two. That's if you're wearing a Pantera shirt, you're an actual edge lord, bro. You're not
Yeah, imagine,
like,
bro. Imagine rocking around in a Lost Prophets shirt.
oh my god. Can't I had a Pantera shirt that said on the front of it when I was like, it would have been right when I was 18. You know the fucking hostile song. It just had all their faces and the words "fucking hostile" on the front. I just liked it because of It was a Pantera shirt, bro. It was fucking sick. I didn't realize like the implications of walking around with a shirt that said "fucking hostile" on the front of it.
Well, funny you say that because about this time last year, I was talking with my tattoo artist at the time about the tattoos that I wanted next. And they're very cracked out tattoos. I was like, I want either a tribal Slipknot S, a Cowboys from Hell logo, or fucking hostile. And he goes, I don't think it's a good idea to tattoo fucking hostile across
Yeah,
your
bro.
chest. And I was like, I think it'd be hard as fuck, bro. Getting
Hard as fuck, bro. On the side of my head too. I'll
that.
get it
Oh,
right
bro,
there.
I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna fucking do it. You know what? Like, so
Get unscarred on your on your stomach.
me and Mitchell used to have this like this thing, bro, where we essentially had a list of songs we were not allowed to hear in public because we start acting up. Um,
Oh yeah, okay,
his
for
one was
sure.
fucking hostile because he
Yep.
would just start getting fucked. Like always get us in fights at parties if someone played it, shit like that. And mine was surfacing from Slipknot.
Oh, the
It's-
intro drum track to
it just
surfacing, eh? Very interesting.
yeah, so fucking band top 10 band songs from Harlan and Mitchell's fucking existence.
I'm writing that down.
Oh, you're on a
Stolen bit.
yeah.
Stolen bit.
Yeah, okay, you can have it.
Oh, you're not going to do anything with it, are you?
Oh, look, bro. I got my eyes clearly open for a steamroller in my area. Still
Come up to Townsville, mate. I got a part for you and a gig. It's unpaid. We'll pay an exposure, mate.
Oi, when I come to Townsville, I'm coming to Townsville sometime next year for a show, I believe. Can we do a cameo?
For sure.
Let's go. We on.
If I get some money for some shit, bro, I would actually fly you up and just put you as a character in this web series that I want to do. I'll see how much money they'll give me to pay you to fly
Yeah,
up.
fuck yeah, I'll be fucking keen, bro.
And we do nothing. We just put you in a Pantera shirt and you just stand in the background.
It's like that guy from Epic Food Time who just eats bacon and has the
Yeah, he
fucking
wears the
glasses
glasses. Oh, cunt. See how much
on.
money we can rort out of Screen Australia.
Let me try find these days I'm coming to fucking Townsville real quick, bro. We can get hyped up for the meeting. The meeting of the am I even coming to
Meeting of the
Townsville?
minds.
I might not be coming. Oh yeah, yep. September 2nd. Um at a venue called Otherwise.
Otherwise, bar.
Yeah, it must be, bro.
I'll
Um
actually. That's a day before my birthday, bro.
Oh, there you
What a
go.
birthday
See?
present to me.
Fucking hostile. We're gonna come
I get
up
a crackhead and a Pantera shirt in my peripheral vision, cunt.
playing bass guitar.
Fit right in at otherwise bar as well, cunt, in the Pantera shirt.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. But yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to think if I've
Any Townsville listeners, September 2nd, we got a big show going. Otherwise bar, you've heard it here
Patreon. We got a
first.
Patreon meetup. Imagine doing a Patreon meetup in like major cities, but there's only like one person in every major city, so it's just a fucking essentially paying for an escorting service from us. A real fucking cheap one at that.
Oh god.
All right, so I have some notes. So we'll start on a topic. Have you been on Instagram?
Personally, just on Instagram. That's
No, I
very
mean,
open-ended.
no, for real though. Like, so you don't? Do you have a personal Instagram?
No.
This might be a bit of a flop topic then. Surely you've seen this before. It's the fake Ray-Bans ads. Someone gets hacked and then they start posting.
No, that's on Facebook too.
Okay, they start getting.
That's on Facebook too.
So yeah, they start getting fucking posting this fucking Ray-Bans ads, bro. $39 down from $400.
But the image they post is computer generated. It's like a picture of glasses sideways and then like the numbers in the top left in red text. Like, I don't know how that must be how they circumvent the takedown bot or something.
So I had this essentially this thought on the whole matter. So again, you don't use Instagram, but like maybe once a week a chick will post a picture of a fake profile that's impersonating her and selling like a fake OnlyFans and be like, hey guys,
this is not me.
This is not me. Please report. You know,
my real OnlyFans is this link.
Yeah, someone's trying to make money off my pussy instead of me make money off my pussy. So it's so common that it's just happening to like every fucking chick I know now. Like we're talking like normal ass chicks. Don't even have one provocative picture on the internet.
Yeah.
And they're still getting their shit taken. And it made me think like, what if like some of them just make the Smurf accounts themselves?
Holy shit.
So that they can get their own social validation. They're like, yep, I had a fake account made of me because I'm hot. Because it started off as just the hot girls. And
but also the ones with like 20,000 followers. That makes sense that one of those 20,000 is some dude in New Delhi doing it. When this bitch has 300 followers, no way. And all of them are from her hometown.
No, not happening, bro.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
So it's like, is it just a giant bot that
No,
is
it's an inside job.
Copy and paste?
For sure, it's an inside job.
Is it someone, because they're already on Instagram, so there's already some social validation issues there, you know, and need to be on social media. Ironic, because this will go on social media.
No, it won't. It will go behind a paywall.
No, remember it's free, remember? When we made it free. What if this comes out and then turns out that like some bloke you know named fucking Richard has been posting his own fucking Ray-Bans ads and that was never hacked in the first place,
and his own weight loss shake spam.
Bro, okay, but then get this again. Okay, so Richard's fucking trying to scam you on some fake Ray-Bans, but he's not trying to scam you. He's actually trying to sell you Ray-Bans that are fake. So it's still scamming, I guess. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't want to share posts about his new business, so he just pretends he's been hacked instead to save face. That's cracked.
And then if it all goes bad, he goes, "Yeah, no,
I was hacked." He goes, someone comes over in real life and goes, "Hey, man, can you stop fucking tagging me in pictures of your sunglasses?" And he goes, "Oh, that wasn't me."
All right,
and then he buys his website that he buys is whatever the Indian website, like you got .com.au, it's fucking .India or whatever it is.
And then
that's cracked.
And then it starts leaking into the DMs, and they're like messaging like, "Hey, have you heard of investing in Bitcoin? I can help you out." Okay. So he's messaging his whole fucking friends list with these fucking offers, and everyone's like, "Oh, this cunt's hacked." All right, all right. So he's scrolling through, and he gets to the baddie on his friends list. All right, this real bad motherfucker that he's wanted to take down since he was just a young lad in high school. All right, chick he wants to root. He sends her a photo of his cock.
Oh,
Okay,
it's all a
he
setup.
sends her a photo of his cock, and she replies how she should reply. Dude, what the fuck? Why would you send that? Like, where the fuck did this come from? Does this ever work for you? That's so creepy. That's sexual assault, etc. He replies after that with the Ray-Bans ad.
Your Honor.
And he goes, Your Honor, I was hacked.
Your Honor, see Exhibit A. Pair of
Ray-Bans
Ray-Bans
ad.
for $29.99. See Exhibit A. Ask anyone. Hundreds of witnesses. I've all tagged them all.
This motherfucker thinks that she was fucking special. Like,
Yeah.
everyone got a Ray-Bans ad. Yeah, but what about the cockpick? No, I was hacked. Look at the Ray-Bans ad.
Oh, fuck.
And that's essentially how he could get away with it. It was never going to work in the first place, but he could get away with it. What are your
That's
thoughts
if you know if someone has blackmail on you and dirt on you, you just pretend your own account got hacked. So,
oh, bro, it's the
classic.
13-year-old boy classic.
Classic.
I'm gay. No, hacked. What about like a giant coming out a giant coming out status, and then because it's 2013, all your friends like, oh, this guy got major fraped, he got straight hacked, and then you just don't end up coming out because all your friends thought it was just this major joke.
No, but you put a whole huge coming out post, and then your mum and your dad comment on it like, "Oh, it's okay, we always knew," and you're like, "I got hacked." You always knew,
bro. The early days of Facebook, man. I remember my mum coming in my room, bro. She's like, "Harlan, I need to talk to you," and she's shocked. She's like shaking, and she goes, "Now, your friend, I won't name him. I think he's gay." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" Well, look on Facebook here. He's made a status saying, "Guys, I have something to say. I'm gay. I've always felt this way, and it's just good to finally get it out there in the world." And I was like, "Mum, I don't think he's gay. I think if anything, he actually has a pregnant girlfriend right now." And she's like, "Nah, he's fucking gay. I always fucking knew." She literally hit that. I always fucking knew it. No, he wasn't gay. He got straight hacked by the bros, out on the piss. And yeah, I was trying to explain to her that like you just can't do it.
That's a funny joke, bro.
Same goes with like oh man, fucking the internet and old people is just the greatest thing, bro. Like when my nan used to just send me chainmail, bro, every single day, fucking every day. And there was always this one she sent me about this guy who was a Spanish hacker, and he had blonde hair and a dog in his profile picture. So I just made a Smurf account of that guy, and it was a don't accept a friend request. Yeah. So I just fucking added my nan, bro. I was like, fuck it. We're going to make one come true for her, Trial by fire, motherfucker. Let's go.
Careful what you wish for, Nan.
I know you wanted him to add you, Nan.
Yeah, I know.
It's all a part of the Ray-Ban scam. It's come full circle, baby.
Oh, God.
Did you see that Netflix is doing like did you ever watch Drive to Survive, the Formula One show?
Yes.
Pretty good documentary series. Got a lot of casuals into the sport of F1, including myself. Full white people shit. Like, watch a documentary and you're like, I could actually get into this F1 shit. Never had any interest in it prior. They're doing one for golf now, for PGA. And I'm really interested if it's going to cross convert. And I thought, like, I love my golf, but I'm like, man, why the fuck they attack the golf audience first, or like try and get a golf audience? Like, is there not something more relatable you could go for? Like, fucking, I don't know, a documentary series on fucking 5 blokes running a warehouse, driving forklifts.
I think it came from, I think the reason they did the Drive to Survive one was, this is 100% complete speculation, just making this up. on Facebook, I always, for like the past 4 or 5 years, have seen F1 clips, and they have like fucking 5 million views on them, and they're like these little 20-second clips. Not that many people actually tune in to watch F1 though, but it's insanely popular clips on Facebook. They
Well, it's
make the
like,
documentary. Same with golf. All the clips are insanely popular on
oh, I
Facebook.
feel like even someone like you's probably watched like best shots of all
Oh
time.
yeah,
Fucking
guys spend like 4 hours a day watching that, bro. With the fat dude who smokes cigarettes. He did the one-handed shot, bro.
John Daly, bro.
John Daly, bro. I know who he is. Never. I don't. How do
Bro,
you even play
I
golf?
tell you, fuck that man, bro. I fucking love that man with my whole heart, bro.
King gives me
He's the
Warren
proper king
vibes.
of golf, bro. Literally, he's the Warnie of fucking golf, bro. And the thing about him, bro, what he's done for the game is make it accessible for fucking riffraff like me that don't want to wear a fucking collared shirt and don't want to show up looking like a fucking pussy cunt. Like, why you gotta dress like a pussy to play a sport, bro? It just don't make sense to me.
Rich person club.
I know, but like where I'm from, golf wasn't for rich people; it was just for everyone. So like once I started
Because
coming,
there were no rich people.
well, legit though, middle class though. So golf became a real accessible thing to us, and like there was like a big initiative for like helping the juniors. We all got free golf lessons when we were kids. You know, you go on Tuesday and like 50 kids pull up to the golf course and all just fucking play golf. That shit's sick. Anyway, so if they focused on forklift drivers in a warehouse and their everyday day-to-day shit, but not like one of those shitty fucking warehouse documentaries you see on Discovery Channel, but like actually making drama out of it somehow. Fucking
They add the Gordon Ramsay like impact to sound effects to
literally, and they really like dramatize like maybe someone having trouble getting a pallet off a fucking.
yeah.
It's like, if he drops this pallet, his job's gone. Everything's gone. His wife will leave him. She'll take the dog and the kids. And I wrote a name down for it, and it was called. I don't know. It's not as good as I thought it was in hindsight because it's Drive to Survive. This one was called like Forklifts Warehousing to Thrive. So it's actually quite similar.
I still call it Drive to Survive. It just
Warehouse to Thrive. No farmers, no food. No truckies, no food. I got a whole lot of cracked out
I
vinyl
hate that.
stickers for my car as well. With
You got
like
what?
badass trucking stickers on the back of my car now.
Ones that say you're a September baby and a
I've got one
trucker.
that straight
Don't
up
mess
says
with me.
it's a straight piston with fire around it with a skull on it that says badass trucking
Oh,
on a Mazda 3.
yes.
And then another one of a big truck with flames and an Aussie flag, and it says Truckies Drive Australia.
That's a classic. That's on every. Without trucks, Australia stops.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. Speaking of fucking golf, it reminds me of this fucked up story from when I was younger. Don't know how you can end up adding fucked up story to golf, but so like my first job when I left school, I was a builder. Um, Worked in this fucking dysfunctional yard with like a real Scooby Doo crew of just dysfunctional people, and we were building really not to code, and everything was fucked. And I had this foreman, bro. His name was fucking Peter, and fuck, Peter hated me, bro, with a passion, to a point where he never learnt my name. All right, so he would call me Haley, Helen, Harlan, or not Harlan, fucking Callum, fucking Harley, everything but Harlan, all right? And he just had this irrational fucking vendetta against me for fucking God knows why, bro. He used to like snitch on me if I got my phone out to just answer a call or send a text. He'd straight snitch on me. But I shit you not, bro. This cunt smoked a fucking 50 gram of darts a day, bro. And he'd sit there just rolling them up like fucking, accumulative hours a day and just snitch on me for like sending a quick text or some shit. So our beef just prolonged. And this prolonged over a 3-year period. And he still didn't know my name after 3 years. And then one day, like, he just came storming at me in the fucking yard. and like threw a fucking grinder at me and started yelling at me about leaving a grinder out, which I hadn't used. and and fucking we nearly have a tussle. We're collar to collar. Bear in mind this cunt's fucking 70. All right, and I'm fucking 18 at the time, mate. Or I would have been about 20 at this point. And it turns out this actually all stemmed from me washing his fucking dirty coffee cup. Because he had this disgusting fucking black stained coffee cup, and I was doing the dishes at work and trying to be a nice guy, so I cleaned his coffee cup back to fucking brand new. And apparently all of the flavor's gone now, and it won't be able to retain flavor. That's not really how flavor works, but yeah. So he'd never washed this coffee cup in apparently 10 years, which is fucking feral. Um, and yeah, so my boss like rips us fucking apart, and he sits us down in a room, and he gives us an ultimatum like, one of you's got to go. And I was like, yeah, sweet, fucking, I'm out of here. See you later. I quit. And I left the job, all good. About 6 months later, I head to a golf course with my friend, and we're in a tournament, and we get paired with these other two people. This fucking cunt shows up in a golf cart. It's got full plastic like curtain, like see-through curtains down each side, and this cunt rolls the curtain up, bro, and it's fucking Pete, bro. and, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm paired for fucking 18 holes of this cunt. Here we go, bro. Puts his fucking hand out. G'day, mate. I'm Pete.
No
I
way.
fucking shit you not. No less than 6 months after all of this happened, and after 3 years of working with him. G'day, mate. I'm Pete. Oh, hey, Pete. How you going? I'm Harlan. Oh, Harlan. Nice to meet you, bro. Bro, we play
That's
full.
unreal.
Oh, fucking shit you not, bro. We play a full fucking round of 18. He doesn't have a fucking clue who I am. He's a good cunt the whole fucking time. And, like, the whole thing at work was straight theatrical, and he chose to behave like that for no fucking reason. And yeah, so I ended up having beers with him at the end of the day and shit. And yeah, he still had no idea who the fuck I was.
Bro, does he have fucking Alzheimer's or something?
Bro,
Like, what the
straight
fuck?
dementia, man. And like everyone in the group knew as well. Like his playing partner clued on pretty quick from like me and the other bro like laughing about it so much. And yeah, this kind drives a car every day, bro. Again, I remember driving home from fucking Auckland with him after a job. 2 hour drive, bro. Midwinter, 100 kilometer fucking road. He's going 90 in the fast lane in his fucking shitty 4-wheel drive with his fucking window down this far, smoking darts the whole fucking drive. And I'm in the back seat with the draft on me, bro.
Just getting
I legit
fucked.
never like remember being that cold ever in my life. Just like sitting there, just fucking shaking for 2 hours of just having oh my god, bro. Good times. You know?
Good shit, bro.
That's what we live for.
That story went so many places. I was like, well, we're in the forklift, we're back to golf. What the fuck are we
He's
going?
getting a grinder thrown at him, and he's washed the fucking coffee cup. No.
Yeah, bro.
Is that a Golura poster behind you?
Huh? A Golura poster.
Golura? True. Yeah, oh man, everyone at work today is like, man, have you seen the monkeys fighting in Thailand from COVID? There's no food from the tourism. Show me a clip from fucking 2 years ago when COVID first broke out.
Bro, know your monkey fucking law, bro.
Bro, I started going full monkey law on them, bro, and everyone at the fucking smoko table was looking at me like, the fuck's wrong with this cunt? Why you know so much monkey shit?
Bro, do you ever think about the pages that post that shit? And do you ever think that there is actually a person behind those pages that just sits there and just like they repost stuff for likes, but none of it's monetized. None of it means anything. They just enjoy.
But that's just
like
me as well.
I don't understand for what but at least your page, it's you and it's your own creative stuff. Those pages that are just like funny memes, India, that just repost stuff
Social
from like
validation.
Duke and Media.
It's super like, dad phone bad type ordeal, but it's just like the psychology behind it is just like, It's like a dick waving competition, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but it's faceless. They never come out and say, I'm the guy behind this. It's just this pay. Like, I don't get it. Do you use that to go get a job in the corporate world where you say, I
I got a
manage this
job from it.
page?
I got a job from it one time. I got a job in marketing. Was I showed my analytics on my Facebook pages.
I guess that's why they do it. They just same with Reddit. Those people that just repost other people's shit and farm like karma and stuff. For what, bro? Who
I don't know.
cares?
It's like think about it. If you break anything down to a fine science, that's what it is. Like think about achievements on Xbox.
Again, who cares?
Go do this fucking stupid ass task. Waste your life on it, and you're gonna get 50 gamer score, and your friends can see. Wow, wow. Yeah, everything. If you really like boil anything down, it becomes fucked up and like retarded, in my opinion. Because I get existential over shit constantly, and then I realize I'm like, oh, this is just a part of the fucking process, you know? I don't know. Like, think about sport. Think about sport. It's literally like
Yeah, I know.
a bunch of dudes
You're
running
just
around.
explaining all my opinions, bro.
Like, I think
None of it
about
means anything. Who
again, you know,
fucking
I
cares?
fucking
Unless you're
love golf.
professional.
But even professional, just think about the fact that a professional golfer, a good professional golfer, makes $20 million a year whacking a ball with a stick trying to get it into a little hole.
Because
And
people want to watch it and then they can monetize the viewing of it. That's how they get
we're
paid.
really reinventing the wheel here on capitalism. Um, but like basketball is one that cracks me up, bro. Like a bunch of 7 foot fucking men just bouncing a ball around. Like you can't run this ball unless you bounce it with one hand, and you can't touch it with two hands. And if you do, you got to pass it. And we're gonna try and shoot it into that ring, and we're gonna do that for an hour, and then whoever wins is a superior athlete.
And there's 15 of those games a week. And someone will sit there and watch every single one of them. And
Bro,
then we'll
all of
sit
it,
through
it's
the ads
fucking
as well.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Like again, I don't watch the Olympics, but I watch like Olympics world record compilations and shit. And I, I was watching long jump last night, and I was like, man, how fucking stupid is this, bro? Some
I
guy.
get the Olympics because it's the best in the world. You watch a game of like basketball and it's just like, why would you watch the other teams? Why would you not just watch number one in the world versus the other supposed number one in the world?
Because
Why would
there's
you bother?
because that's the thing about the NBA, that there's a great player on, like, one of the greatest players in the world on every single team, pretty much. It's
I
weird.
suppose.
It's all system based as well. That's a scary part. Like they all come up through a system, and then the actual game itself is so system based. Like,
Sure,
wow.
it's like diamonds. They're purposely not all allowed on the same team. Otherwise, that
That's why
all
they
the
have shit like.
advertising money goes away because no one's watching it.
Oh, that's
Because
why they
one
have shit
team's
like
the best.
salary caps, bro. There's
Yeah,
like little rules in
bro.
place.
I never thought about fucking sports. Because who cares?
Okay,
Yeah,
think about this though. Think about this.
I never
Think about
thought
this.
about this.
Think about this real quick.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Stephen Adams, New Zealand basketballer who got a contract with OKC a few years ago,
Mm.
got paid $100 million for I
Mm.
think 3 years.
Mm.
Okay. A UFC fighter goes into a cage and risks his entire life, his whole fucking life. Every time you go in that cage, you're risking your life. And he gets paid 40 grand if he's a good fighter.
Yeah, but that's the same argument I would apply to female professional sports like the
Oh, it's a
WNBA and the
can of
WAFL.
worms, bro.
It's not. No, it's just the basic maths of how many people are paying to watch this. So
Okay, so I have
for a
a very.
small UFC fighter, there are not as many people willing to pay money to watch you fight. It's that basic.
It's the way that things are regulated as well, though. Like, I don't know. I've always had this, like, I don't fuck with socialism. I don't fuck with capitalism. And I don't fuck with communism. I just think that capitalism should have some better regulated rules, like how much money you can like take, essentially, if it makes sense. Like the way things are marked up, You know what I mean? Like just think about like the rapid action tests in Australia right now. There is now a federal law that if you mark the rapid action tests up for COVID-19 more than 20%, then you get a huge fine. Like you're not allowed to make money off them, essentially. Or you're not allowed to make crazy money off them. And the same goes for a lot of products.
I've seen businesses getting around that law too, by the way.
They will always get around it. Everyone will always get around anything because it's how taxes go as well.
Did you see how they're getting around it though?
How so?
They were sending text messages out. There was a burger restaurant in Melbourne sent text messages out to all their customers. Said, "Oh, you're a VIP. We got a bunch of the rats tests. We're going to give them away if you give us like $180 worth of purchases." So they're not technically selling it; they're giving it away for free if you give them $180.
That's such a Trailer Park Boys scheme. Like,
what the fuck?
Remember that Trailer Park Boys? They have that bar, but they don't have
that
a
they
liquor
can't.
license.
Yeah.
So
they donate the money. They get
a donation.
They do that. All the Rotary clubs and shit in Townsville. That's how they get around not having an alcohol license. Is you buy a raffle ticket and then you exchange the raffle ticket for a beer. So you're not technically buying the beer. You're buying a raffle ticket that goes into. It's fucked,
such
bro.
Shitty stepping stones. It's like,
yeah, I know.
You're not
but
a genius.
Also, immediately you see through it. Why even bother? Like, who are you fooling?
But like, so what I'm saying, what I was about to say is, I have a very progressive viewership on women's sport, and that
I believe they should be paid more. But I'm saying there's a reason why they're not
100%. And I don't think that like a WNBA player should be on $100 million contract like LeBron James, like, but the NBA makes so much fucking money, and the males NBA makes so much money that there is a lot of fucking a lot to slice off that they could feed back into the women's game, which could probably end up growing it a lot more. And like New Zealand professional rugby, the women literally started getting paid this year, and like we're the greatest fucking rugby nation in the world. Our women's team is arguably more fucking dominant than our men's team, and they've just been straight playing for free, bro. It's like, oh yeah, but we'll give you can fundraise for your plane tickets to go to the fucking World Cup.
Do a sausage sizzle.
Literally, I'm not even joking, bro.
That's
fucked up, bro. Like, and again, I'm not like I ain't fucking capping for women, like by any means. It's just like there's certain fucking boundaries and limits. I think that the NRL, or at least the State of Origin, has a really good I think they have an equal pay package for their women, which is pretty nuts because they can just redistribute profits back into that. Anyway, as a can of worms that again, we ain't reinventing the wheel on that one, baby.
Nothing
pretty progressive from us, though.
Bro.
Pretty progressive from us, in my opinion.
It's coming from a bloke in a Pantera fucking shirt, mate. Hey.
You listen to any Rude over the holidays?
I've listened to it all. There's none left for me to listen.
You don't go back through it? I watched the Harry Potter series 3 times.
Because the difference between me and you is you're a crackhead and
fucking,
I'm not.
No, I'd say I'm a fucking loser. Did you used to have weird wanks with your friends when you were a kid?
No.
Never one. Not even one.
What?
No. Like when you're like 12 and you're just uncovering the brilliances of the internet, you never just like maybe just had a wank at the computer with your mate next to you, and he had a wank as well over like some porn.
We would watch it, but none of us. Maybe because we were only like 10, or we might have been too early.
Nah. All right, I don't know, bro. Like, I was just thinking about it the other day, and I heard someone else talking about how like they kind of do like weird shit, like just wank with their mates when they were kids. And I was like, okay,
so weird.
It's so weird, but at the time,
not really, because
you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
just discovered this thing, showed your mates.
Yeah, there's. It's before you had like the talk too, so you.
It's like well before you had the talk. That's the funniest
so you
part.
don't know that it's bad.
I knew it was bad. I just like. I was so like
you're so like horny already.
Just you're legit though, and just like ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I remember when I finally got the talk, I was like, Dad, shut.
Yo, listen.
I was just like, Dad, shut the fuck up. And he's like, what? And I was like, bro, you're like 3 years late. And he was like, oh,
You're
okay.
8 years late, actually.
So, like, to be fair, I started wanking at a really young age, like 9 or some shit.
Holy
But,
shit.
like, we used to go to, like, Mitchell's house. He had broadband. No one else had broadband. And he had a fast computer. And so we would play Halo 3 split screen. So it'd be 4 of us playing split screen there, and the computer was here, like to the right. And then one person would be on computer with a blanket wrapped around them wanking.
What the fuck?
And then they would bust their nut, except you didn't even bust a nut back then, like nothing came out.
Yeah.
And then they would switch out for someone who was playing Halo. And it was just like a rotation the whole night. Like, so like this is again very normalized thing in our friend group. But the weirdest one that we ever had was we were camping in my mate's backyard because whatever reason we set up a big tent in my mate's backyard, and we were all like using a little flip phone, and we'd like chucked in for credit to go on the internet, and we're just like scrolling like images. We ran out of credit, and we're like,
Very
fuck.
slowly.
Yeah. Well, like, what do we do? And my mate's like, I've got 8 Mile. And I was like,
Oh, no way.
the Eminem documentary. And he goes, yeah, bro. And so we break into his house. We go into the lounge. We put it on to the sex scene where she's getting
They're standing up.
fucking dug the fuck out in the back of his work. Yeah. And probably 10 kids are all lined up in the living room in a line with their hands in their pants, just
That's
all watching it.
Fucking weird, bro.
Bro, it's fucking hilarious just to like think about. Just, it's so fucking funny, bro.
It's fucking hilarious, but just I can imagine being there. It's so odd.
It's like the gold rush, but for like when you discover wanking, bro.
Yeah, it's every man. It's a very every man for himself type. You're like, I don't give a fuck what anyone in this room thinks. I get it,
That
bro.
shit's fucking so funny,
But
bro.
everyone had the same idea. The second it gets weird is when one person goes, "This, I'm uncomfortable," and then everyone else would be like, "Oh, okay, it's weird." But if
it's
everyone's
just like
on board,
pack mentality,
pack
like,
mentality. If everyone's on board, fucking go for it. That's so strange.
like,
Holy.
but like again, like I feel like when I was like 12 years old, my life's purpose was just to fucking wank, bro.
Yeah, play Halo and wank. You guys had that on lock.
We
Watch the Eminem doc.
We were MLG wanking. And bro, like we'd just be like go and play down the river, ride our bikes like kids do some jumps, and then midway through, all right, let's go to the hut. And then one person would go to the hut, everyone would kind of wait outside it with whoever had a phone that had fucking like porn capabilities. He'd have his wank, and then he'd walk out past the phone to the next guy, and it was just like this was just happening on a regular rotation in different places and different situations. And then there's the dick waving competition started happening, where like who was getting pubes first and who the fuck was like balls were dropping and that kind of shit. And we had this one mate who was like a gorilla since we were fucking 10, like just a man child, he was fucking born for it. And he used to go, oh, I can come, and we'll be like, no, you can't. And he'd go, bro, I can. And we're like, nah, fucking prove it. So he goes to this corner. We're at the local school on a weekend. He goes to this corner, and he just is faced into the corner on his knee, his hands and knees, just going for it. And then
What
like
the fuck?
busts a nut on the ground, and then like pulls his pants up, turns around, and goes, see? And we're just like, no, that's just spit. You didn't even do that. And we still like give him shit about it to this day. Fucking I had this other mate.
Wait, was it spit, bro?
I don't know. He's still
It's
says
still up
that.
for debate till
It's
this day,
literally still
I
up
guess.
for debate. We still say it, and he goes, no,
Damn.
it fucking wasn't. And we're like, bro, just like let it go. It's 10 years ago.
That's
Fucking
the start of a legend
it's
right there.
15
bro.
years ago, and he's just like, nah, fuck up, cunt. It was real. Which it probably was in hindsight, because we didn't really know what the fuck we were looking for.
Yeah, he could have been anything.
So then I had this mate, all right, and he discovered really quick that he premature came. And at that point, it was
Damn, what a tough thing to discover at such a
no,
young
because at that
age,
point
bro.
it was a flex, bro.
Oh, really? Oh,
So
because there was no other.
so
There
he
was
used
no one
to.
else to
Well,
satisfy.
no one was getting pussy.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
exactly. It didn't matter.
bro.
It was just a race.
So we would be like just going out at night, like sneaking out at night to go be idiots out in the streets, and he would just like sprint up to a pole and just whip his dick out, and then like in
Oh
5 seconds
my god,
bust a nut on a pole, and then just run off. And
bro, that's the
it's like a
ultimate like
superpower, bro.
graffiti. But you leave DNA evidence like you can track. That's fucked. Imagine doing that, but and wearing a mask and gloves so you don't get caught, but then leaving DNA evidence.
And he used to have a hole in his pockets or his school shorts, and he could just rub them out in class, and
No
no one
way.
would even know. I shit you not. This is where like the line got crossed for all of us, and we were like, nah, this is whack. You know, the line's pretty far for us to be like, this is whack.
Already, I feel like we crossed the line at the wank blanket in the room.
It's so weird because this is like none of this happened like it was all organic. Like it just hindsight I also know
I
like
know what you mean.
how hard porn and shit like obscures the brain and just like creates like normalizes weird fucking shit because you're just seeing it. You're a kid. Like as you get older, the R18 thing makes more and more sense because, like, you know, remember again being like 10 years old and watching like One Man, One Jar and fucking Meat Spin and every other fucked up
Fucking goatee, bro.
like yeah, literally fucking you know like our brains were like just. I sit here and
Not
complain
ready.
about how detrimental TikTok is for fucking like kids' attention spans and like just their their
Bro,
cognitive ability. But I really think about what we watched, and it's like, hey, maybe it's nice they have a regulated TikTok like website that's maybe got some chicks shaking their asses. We were watching men get
nah,
fucking.
bro, it's way worse, I think.
You reckon?
Not the content, quality.
The quality is bad, and
Bro, I had to delete TikTok because I would just get stuck in a loop of opening it up, scrolling for like 2 hours, and I would get like foggy. My mind would get foggy and I'd feel tired and shit. And I just had a fucking monster. And I just get stuck in loops all day of repeatedly.
bro. I was talking to my therapist about it yesterday, because I was just working on like more consistency in my existence in general, and I was like, man, something that gets me is like again, I don't use TikTok, but the Instagram equivalent just fucks me, bro. Like I just catch myself.
It's the same thing, that infinite feed, man.
Just never stops, and
Yeah.
and then the algorithm is just so predictable to what you want to see. It's just like, oh, it's the same four shitty fucking songs, bro.
But I'm still sitting here watching it. And I'm like,
I
all
catch
right,
myself. I work really hard to catch myself.
I had to I just had to delete it. I don't have anything anymore. I can't. I'm on the brink of just going and getting like a Motorola flip phone. And
It's like a fucking drug, bro.
Yeah, it's
it's
fucked.
fucking crazy, man.
But imagine growing up and that's now not like that. I guess.
Like that's the thing, though. I have no perspective on like, and we will never know. We won't know for another 10 years on like
Yeah.
how damaging it is. But again, I think about like how emotional and crazy and fucked up I got over like not having enough Xbox time. Like,
Yes, I did the same thing over not having a mobile phone till I was like 14.
when I was a kid, bro, and I got like, I'd have to get off the Xbox or I get it banned from me or whatever. I would have a fucking fit, bro, like proper psychotic meltdowns and shit. And then it just gave more
addictive.
fucking and it just gave more fucking reason for them to not want me
Yeah.
to have it. Like, I reckon there was this transition period when I left school where basically Xbox Ones came out, Xbox 360s were just kind of lame, and I was almost too spread thin of just like the shock to the system of going into full-time work that I just quit gaming entirely. And I think that it was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me, because like, I mean, I heavily game now, but I probably did like 3 years of not gaming, and once I came back to gaming, I could only do it for like an hour at a time, and I was like, man, how did I used to play this for like? I'd stay. I think the longest I ever stayed up without like a break was like 50 hours, just straight playing fucking Halo. And
In high
like,
school, you got nothing else to do.
yeah, and the other
You
thing was
go to
that
school, you
we
come
got
home, you
like,
play.
and we in term four, like once you're a senior in high school, we would like knock off like 1 week into the term, and then the rest of the term was supposed to be studying for exams, and you either didn't have exams or you just didn't give a fuck about them. So you just had literally like, so you had that 9 weeks and then a 6 week holiday on top of that. So a 15-week holiday, like that's fucking,
After never having a holiday that long ever.
yeah, yeah. And prior, and you've already had three 2 week holidays prior to that.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's
just,
the most time off you've ever had in your
it just
like your young
warps
life.
your whole fucking perception of what like the world's gonna be. And that's why the shock to the system was like, for me particularly anyway, it was so crazy because I left school early. The whole like, I'm independent, I fucking need this shit, I need all of that. So I just like dipped, got kicked out of home and just got a job. And I remember like just being at work, like literally wanting to kill myself, like so hard, just being like, I want to kill myself. I wish I was at school. I wish I was sitting by the heaters. I'm laying in a puddle under a fucking building trying to put some new earthquake supports in it. What is my life? And the shock to the system was so crazy that like it took me like literally 2 years to even start to get used to the feeling of just existing as a normal human in a capitalistic society, which like, you know what I mean? It's so crazy. It's like just going from like being a fucking normal kid to a tradie is tough, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's weird. I've never had a real job, so I don't know.
That's the thing, bro. The only good thing about a real job is it makes you realize how bad you don't want a fucking real job. Like, because then
I've
I did.
always, I've done work experience and stuff, but I haven't like. So I know what how to work a real job, but I've never had to live off it entirely.
I did
So
three
I knew how
years.
badly I didn't want to do that. So I went immediately 6 months out of high school, 100% into creative stuff.
Yeah, I did 3 years of a normal job and then 3 years of self-employment, and then like I'm back on the normal job fucking grind now. But I'm grinding for the music thing, so it's like a necessary evil. But like again, every day, even now, I'm fucking 25, and I fucking bike to work, bro, and I'm on the way, and I'm just like, man, I fucking know how much I do not want to do this.
You're like, you
I'm
think
like, I
you're in a
can't do
movie,
this.
bro? Ride the bike.
But no shit though. So I can't do this for
Before
another
the come up.
I can't do this for another 50 years, bro. You know what I mean? Or another 40 years or whatever it fucking is. Like, there's just no fucking way in hell. Like, it's either like fucking we necking ourselves or we making it, baby.
Holy
Like,
shit. If there are not 100 patrons, we necking.
it fucking sucks, man. It's so fucking white girl to be like, oh man, I just don't like living in a world
I
driven
hate
by
having
capitalism.
to work.
I fucking hate working. I work hard for what I love, bro. But
I understand that sentiment because when people say I hate working, they hate mindlessly working for someone else, just doing something that could be automated.
yeah,
Like you're
I
doing a
fucking love
menial,
working.
repetitive task.
I
I
love
would hate
working on
that too.
me. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Like when you're working on your own shit, the feeling is like entirely different. It's not so much of a mundane like, it's more of like a stress the fuck out kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck, and this is all on me. And every time you have a shortcoming, you're like, oh, this is all on me because I was lazy or because, yeah, whatever else. So,
I
you
love
know,
that kind of work, bro. That kind of work, I'm like, how do you not enjoy that, bro? Well, it's not enjoy. Oh, yeah, I guess it's a very privileged thing to say. I
You're
gotta
so
catch myself
privileged.
sometimes when I'm waking up. I wake up at like fucking midday, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, I go into the office and fucking, do this
Bro, literally,
like writing exercise. And I'm
when I
like, oh,
fucking
fuck, I gotta do. And then I remember like my brother's on a job site. He's been
and
up
you've
since
got a
6 in the morning.
yeah, you've got a message from me like, hey, can you just sort this thing out for me? And I'm like, oh wait, I got 4 hours before this cunt's replying, like at least.
I gotta catch myself and be like, oh, it's a very privileged. And then I fucking
Yeah, check
get
your
into it.
timestamps from me and your brother. Every time fucking we message you and you wake up to it, it's probably like sent like at
Yeah,
6 o'clock.
it's like 3 hours before 3 or 4 hours before I read it.
But hey, it is what it is, bro. You know, young Murph's gonna have himself a dying stand up career soon enough.
Poor bastard.
Has he got it in him? Would he do it if you wrote it?
Yeah, I think I would just do it myself, but I gotta get over that whole. It's something I want to do. I want to do stand up, but I hate
I
public
feel like a
speaking, bro.
fucking, and I also feel like a open mic night in Townsville's not the vibe.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's where I have to go sharpen the tools is a fucking Molly Malone's pub, an Irish bar in North Queensland that's just got a bunch of like
Why is it
50 year
always
old.
Irish bars?
Fuck do I know? There we go. That's the only ones that aren't a nightclub are Irish pubs for some reason. It's so fucking weird, man. It's
Oh
because
man,
all the normal Australian bars are just full of drug addicts.
what? And Irish bars are full of alcoholics.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the Irish bars are in the night, like the upscale part of Townsville, if there even is that. And then you've got the.
Have you guys got a gated community? Like, is there a white part of Townsville that's like super like fucked? Like, because when I was in Townsville, it was like just weird. Like, it's almost derelict.
Yeah, there's parts in Kerwin. There's a golf course in Kerwin. All the houses around that, bro, mega like snobby.
What accounts do in Townsville? How do you make money in Townsville?
Majority of people in Townsville tradies. So they own construction companies or building companies, roofing companies. And
There's no
these
like giant factory, no like
no,
big.
there's nothing. The only people
So
are
weird.
they own construction companies. That's it.
So strange.
The richest families in Townsville, you got like Lancini and all those companies that are the families that you're like, oh fuck, they're mega rich. They're just construction companies. Like it's weird. The upper class of Townsville are just in any other part of the world would be like lower class citizens. Australia and North Queensland are flipped completely upside down, where these essentially laborers are making the same amount of money as a doctor, and that's why I feel Australia is such a weird, sort of down to earth place. Is the whole structure's flipped upside down? You got people who are medically educated driving Uber for people who are bricklayers.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
it's actually fucking baffles me, bro. Coming from where I'm from as well. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, a doctor here or a dentist make crazy money still. Like the doctor that I met and his dentist fucking wife, and oh my god, they were the fucking hottest like duo. It was just like y'all both hot as fuck and smart as fuck, and you're gonna create a fucking child that the world actually needs. Um, like, but anyway, I just straight asked him. It was a marketplace guy, and we ended up like yarning for ages. Like when I was buying a fucking washing machine off him, and he's like, I was like, what do you make? And he goes, oh, 300,000. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, what does she make? And he goes, 250. And I was like, holy fuck, $500,000 mixed income. And you still fucking not even just giving me this washing machine. You
You
piece of
still
shit.
charge me money for this, man? Come on.
But anyway, I was like thinking about that. I was like, that's nuts, bro. And then fucking one of my mates from work, his flatmate is started as a laborer, like in the kind of tunnels and shit like that for the trains, worked his way up. He makes something like 200 and something K a year as well. Like, you know,
It's one of the only
that
countries
exact
left
system,
on
yeah.
planet Earth where that is possible. That's why when Asian people and people from other countries, like in the Middle East, when they all come over, it's ingrained in them that they need to be doctors and lawyers and dentists because in their country they have to be.
Well, yeah, that's just it.
Otherwise, they're a labourer, and in that country, labourers aren't. I don't know why in Australia
I think
labourers are
that
like
would.
upper middle class.
Well, it's because I guess it's just fucking unionized, so it gets
It's
paid what it's worth.
unionized, and because it's such a young country, it needed to just build as quickly as possible. So everything is subsidized by
Think
the
about
government.
like here's the thing though. There's like I think about Indians and how like they come over as doctors and they rip it the fuck up. You know, like
Yeah.
I personally would trust an Indian doctor like way more than a white doctor because I know like this cunt has just grinded. Um, you know, to come out of India and be a doctor is fucking nuts. But then I tell you what, bro, they're tapped into the fact that like you ain't got to be smart to come to Australia and live a really nice life, and so like it's just all the truckies as well. Like you know, like they and I got no issue with it. It's just like it's a real interesting observation that like they be running the truck scene and truckies make fucking nuts money here as well. Fucking they be running the doctor scene. They be running everything. And like I don't know, I guess it's like just kind of fucking impressive in a way to like think about probably living off a bowl of rice for most of your life and then just like moving to this country where the quality of life is so fucking crazy and everyone here is bitching and complaining about fucking everything. Like even me just moving 3 hours country over and like just realizing how much everyone bitches and fucking complains about everything. I'm like, can't you make $40 a fucking hour sitting in a retail store? Shut the fuck up.
Bro, I was doing roofs on crack back in New Zealand, bro. I was building roofs for fucking $11 an hour.
Bro, I would legit, bro, builder for 3 years made 20 an hour, bro.
Fuck.
Criminal. But
Yeah, I
hey,
don't know why it's I touch on it. It's going to be the opening line for this web series I'm doing. Someone I don't remember who said it, but that's a line from it. Is Australia's one of the only countries in the world where a bricklayer can live next door to a doctor, and it's so strange,
straight
bro.
up, it's so fucking true though. Like again, like I didn't have much perspective of rich people until I started spending some time in Sydney. And holy fuck, bro, those cunts with their houses that are on the water with like they have their own jetties.
Oh, bro.
Oh my god, bro. That shit's crazy, bro. Like
And most of them are like property developers, construction company owners.
yeah, well, they're all going to be laughing, or they're not going to be laughing when they find out that I have $3,000 in Bitcoin.
Time to redistribute the wealth.
Bit of an investor myself.
I own 2 Ethereum.
Have you heard of r/Wall Street bets?
You just knock on this cuz door, you're like, hey man, just having a look around for when I buy this place off you, bro.
So welcome to the Crypto Cave.
We're back.
We're gonna 2022 edition. We're gonna wind out the rest of the episode on that, and that is a little cool little story of how me being a fuckwit ended up saving me a lot of money. So about a month ago, went out on the town with my my band's touring agent. Just wanted to show him around, go get up to some no good, you know. And I took my passport out with me as a form of ID. And you know, my main priority for the night, sober, not too big a fucking task, is to not lose my passport. I lose my passport, basically.
Almost immediately.
Like, I don't know fucking when. I went back the next day and went to every single venue that I attended, which was a lot, and not one fucking word of a passport handed. So I'm sitting on a bit of cash, a bit of stagnant cash, and I'm like, you know what, fuck, it's time to buy back into the pyramid scheme we call Bitcoin, according to my dad. And I'm like, you know, fuck it again. It's gonna, you know, we're going to the moon. She's hitting a 100K coin next year. I'll just buy where it's at. Against all advice from my actual crypto like friends, they're like, just do cost weekly averages. Fucking, you know, just be careful. It's so volatile right now. And I'm like, nah, just it doesn't matter, bro. It's a long ass investment. I go to buy in. Oh, you need your passport.
Saved. Blessed run.
Fuck me. I just want to buy it. I need to get rid of this money before I spend it all. Fuck. About yeah, a month passes and Bitcoin's dipped like fucking crazy, and I finally buy in on the dip. And that's the one time that losing a passport has ever benefited me, and that's my 8th passport I've lost since I've been 13. So
Can't I've had one passport? No idea where it is. Safekeeping. How have you lost 8, cunt? Why do you
I
keep taking them out?
I just lose them, bro. They just go. I put them in special places. You do that, bro. You put something somewhere super special, and then you just
Forget what where the special place
every time, bro. Literally
It's
every
too
single time.
special of a place.
I got this gorilla, this Lego gorilla on top of my TV, and he has blue tack under his foot. And I put my New Zealand SIM card into the blue tack, and then I spent 3 hours trying to find the blue tack, the SIM card, and then just realized like when I'm just sitting there like gaming that my SIM card's sitting above him with the gorilla. Uh, but yeah, I lose my wallets. I lose everything, bro. I'm not. It's not just passports. I lose everything. I lose keys, wallets, fucking. So I'm now tapping into getting little tracking discs for everything, little Apple fucking
Oh, the little fucking
ear
bro. I
tags,
want
bro.
those.
It's only 150 for 4, so I think it's going to end up saving me a lot of money in the long run. I had looked into buying some because I did it's like a real modernist crackhead thing, and I bought an e-bike. It's the modern crackhead, no longer the 2-stroke. So I buy this e-bike. It's quite nice. It's a big bike, and I'm fucking loving it. I'm cruising to work on it every day for 4 days, and then it got stolen.
No way.
Yeah, bro. So
How?
fuck, it's locked up down in our bike parking in our apartment complex, which is behind 2 fucking key-coded gates.
No
And
way.
it gets fucking ripped. I had a cheap lock, and they just ripped the lock like right off it, which is again my fault for cheaping out on a lock, but also was like I shouldn't even need to lock this thing up because it's safe in my apartment complex, which is filled with fucking security footage, which they did not free up for me.
Hey, you
And
should have
yeah,
brought it upstairs, bro.
so fucking I end up my e-bike gets stolen. Um, Gutted, half. Oh, I got it cheap, still half a grand down the drain. Um, and I was just getting ready to buy air tags because I was gonna like hide one on it so that because someone told me, if you live in Melbourne, your bike's gonna get stolen. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get ready to combat this. It won't get stolen in 4 days. She's gone. So I've got another
Day
e-bike now.
3. Fucking.
Bought another one 2 days ago. Actually ended up going way more ham on it this time. The last one was just kind of a casual.
A test.
This time it's
Testing
like
the
a
waters.
full crackhead build, like illegal as fuck. Like they're supposed to be limited to 25 kilometers and shit like that. This one's just like a fucking 1,000-watt engine,
It's
1,000-watt
gonna
engine
do
on it.
fucking 100 k's
Oh,
an
you can
hour.
do like 65 on it with a good wind.
Holy
I
fuck.
was looking at 3,000 watts, which can do 90 to 100. But I was like, I don't need to go
You'll
that
die.
fast on a fucking e-bike. Yeah.
You will
So,
die.
so I have this little mountain bike that's just retrofitted with an e-bike kit. It's not an e-bike. It's just like got a
Oh.
kit on it. So that's how you can get like such unrestricted fucking things. And it's fucking nuts, bro. It takes me 8 minutes to drive to work from where I live. It takes me 6 minutes 30 to e-bike to work. So good times.
God, that's the thing with Townsville. It's so big, empty, and spaced out. You can't do that here, bro.
Bro, I thought I used to see people on e-bikes, and I still see people on e-scooters, and be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" But I see someone on an e-bike, and I'll be like, "Man, it's fucking so stupid, bro. You're such a fucking idiot." And now I'm literally that
You're
fucking
one
idiot.
of them.
But I'm not just that idiot. I'm that idiot flying 60 kilometers down a bike path.
No helmet.
No, you literally no helmet, 60 kilometers, passing fucking cunts on nice like $6,000 road bikes that are meant to go fucking quick, and
Full
yeah,
lycra.
legit. And I can tell they're fucking pissy at me too. Kind of cunts that are probably going to end up calling the cops on me when they see me like regularly on that trail.
What are you going to report, bro? No plates. Fucking read them and weep.
Oh man, fuck, cunts are such fuckwits, bro. Yeah,
There, I
no,
said it, Your Honor. I said it.
strike him down.
Can't say anything anymore.
And on that note,
Oh, this has been a good app. Touch wood.
yeah. Well,
Episode 10.
we'll call it there. It's good. It's good. Good to be back. We'll be back at you next week. Back with the consistent episodes. We had a lot of life switch ups that we won't go into details on, but we're back. We got the horse trotting again, and we're gonna hit a fucking gallop. Subculture Kings, baby, episode 10.
Official.
10. Let's go.
Finally.
See you later.
Thank you for watching. Fuck.